RapidRadios.com for a limited time. Go to RapidRadios.com and get up to 60% off. Free UPS shipping for Michigan, plus a free protection bag and code radio to get an extra 5% off. I'm dedicated. I am TNT. TNT training will change your life with a marathon, half marathon, triathlon.
Better. 9/11, huh? I missed breakfast on 9/11. Probably would have had a beer for breakfast. I'm sure I had beer on the night before. 9/11 was a Monday. Yeah. I spent the whole weekend drinking in the army because I'm an army dude. I was drinking all week, and then there was no beer on 9/11. We were working. We just got sent out to the field for field training exercise, like 6 in the morning. I was expecting my motherfucking breakfast and they didn't have it. We didn't have breakfast or lunch, and they canceled my dinner too. I went hungry on 9/11. No food on 9/11. Sent home on 9/11. With crazy day. Then nobody could get back on base the next day because it was the largest traffic jam in Fort Hood history. So we took the mornings off. It was the greatest time to be in the army, but we did nothing. We sat around base and did nothing, and then boom, on a plane, and I'm sitting in Afghanistan doing my MOS. And the only thing we had was Old Duels, 0.5% alcohol. We had beer in the officers' lounge. And I've been in the officers' lounge one time because I didn't keep that shit closed for everybody. But the one day it became open, the post office found out. Okay, we gonna find out in the post office. You do anything on this base, man. You never know what the enemy is going to do. They could just rush you in the middle of the night, man. The Afghans didn't attack, basically. But the Iraqis did. They shouldn't have. Shame on Iraq. Shame. Okay, Ronaldo passed Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift is struggling to hit 60 million. Ronaldo is now claiming 1 billion followers. He says that YouTube doesn't matter. He's never gonna pass Mr. Beast. I'm telling you. Ronaldo will never pass Mr. Beast. Now, Ronaldo's going back to Instagram. where he came from. What else is going on? It's now 1 o'clock in the morning. The radio is resetting with its main stories. A lot of losses. It's a tire rack. Outrageous. We can't have that in this show. Get that out of here. Tyreek Hill arrested. He should be fired. Arrest.
Saying
Matt at Matt Sweet 2941. I did we meet? I don't remember.
However, it's fair to say that if you held Tyreek to the same standards he would like that top to be held to, he would have made no money in the NFL. You see, he would have never played
Matt.
in the NFL because in 2015, before
No, sorry.
by Kansas City, and Tyreek would have been drafted much higher, but it's a little skeleton in his closet. He played young.
Was it in somebody else's chat? What show were you watching? Real American Hero. G.I. Joe. I like stuff. You know what? I like my audience, but to just, I'm still shy. Totally want to be shy about the stuff I like. Gray hair. Claw game. That bastard, the bastard hair. No, you don't like me. Why? It's the downfall mustache. I'm in my own bunker. He's been in the Fuhrer bunker for 20 years. I've been in my Fuhrer bunker only 9 years. RP roleplay is a military genius. Oh, geez, thanks. Being cute's not worth anything. I'm just another mouth to feed, and I'm a big mouth, and I'm a loud mouth. This, good hits off this thing. I wasn't always chill, and I can still fly off the rail. I don't do well in loud places because I don't make the most noise. It's like life's a noise contest. I like my staticky show type of shit. Pardon me. Hair stinks. Skin doesn't. I don't see any live streams on your channel, Matt. I saw 4 shorts. Did you see that nuke in her pussy my clip from today? Nuke radio. Long hair, small skin, stone.
Nuke Radio. We make your eardrums bleed.
I just shoved a nuke up my pussy.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Clip of the day. Legalize nuclear bombs. I just shoved a nuke up my pussy. I don't know what the AI was thinking when it said that. We did a live last night. I'm burnt out on watching stuff. I've seen everything. Okay. There's no magic. There's no magic. It's just me in my room sitting here with an imaginary amount of people watching and some chat, you know. It's just me in my room. It doesn't matter how many people I think are watching. I get as much, it's nice to be left alone after successfully invading another country. I deserve my peace. Nobody has to question me. But I do wish I was more of a fuck up and I had more attention. But I just did such a good job. I got over my stage fright probably in the 2nd grade. Did my first dictatorial speech in the 5th grade. You know, standing in front of all your classmates and getting cut off. Every time I was saying the important things. 9/11 was fun and all, but my unit was activated in the field on the same day already, so we were doing that army thing no matter what. It's just we didn't have an opponent. We didn't know who we were training for. Was it going to be Serbia? Was it going to be Iran? Serbia already had a taste and had just backed down from the 1999 NATO bombings, but I have friends that went. None of them I could name. But I had acquaintances, and I had a chance. I could have gone to Kosovo. I could have gone to Japan. I had orders for Japan. I'm not a Japan fan. I'm glad I didn't have to go to Japan. Lucky me. Nobody cares. Oh, yeah, I'm in the army in Japan. That's a loser's job. When you find out in the army, it's so egotistical. Everybody wants to be the first in and the last out. Okay. 2002 in, 2003 out. I had a nice. So it wasn't hard enough. I thought I should have gone on another mission. My platoon went to Iran without me. Big sad. Drinking the Hurricane 25 ounces from St. Louis, Missouri, Anheuser-Busch. And I haven't had a drinking problem since I was in the Army. And this year I'm drinking again. Just because it's good calories. I sleep good. The buzz lasts like 24 hours off a single beer. Want to see my Dory? Mike, do you remember Dory? If you remember me, you remember Dory. Dory needs to smoke. Do you remember Dory likes to smoke? The next Finding Dory should be Finding Daddy. Where's Daddy? Dada. It'll be Dory. She actually remembers she's in love with a man. She needs to find her man. Ooh! This is the only thing missing, man. Like we've seen it. We've seen mommy's missing, baby's missing. What if mommy and baby go missing at the same time, and then daddy can come rescue both of them? There's an option for the third film. I mean, they could do. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. I guess because that sentence starts with the word just, that's what she would say. Yeah. Shopping for new toys. Now that physical video games suck, it's back to 1977 Christmas vibes. You have a 1977 Christmas vibe, which the best toy of the year in 1977 was a Superman action figure. So you'd actually get real toys for Christmas. A video game is like the worst Christmas gift because you want it. You never want it on Christmas. You want it early. You need that game the day it comes out. I'm not waiting until Christmas for my game. Fuck that shit. But a toy, an innocent little toy, that's what I want on Christmas. I don't want. So I'm shopping for toys to see what new Bandai, because Bandai made Dory. So, is Dory bisexual or LGBT? Maybe. But yeah. That's what I think. Good year to buy physical toys, because the inflation on physical toys is not that bad. But you wait. All these Nintendo boys keep spending all their money on games, and you have a 12-inch 1977 Superman. It might be a 78 Superman. I forget what year it came out. But either way, the original Superman, yeah. I got a sister. I'm the 1976 Superman real life edition. My mom is from the planet Krypton. I mean, Hamburg. And she was abducted and brought to this planet and raised. And then she had me. I'm like Skywalker. I'm like Skywalker. I have no parents now. I was birthed and born on the day they barbecued Owen Lars. The greatest human effigy of all time. The first time they burned a human to death, and then they showed it to the children. And that's where I come from. They said, this is a mighty fine burning corpse for our movie. Let's have Luke go berserk after seeing it. I never shop on eBay one time. Not even one time. But I need to go buy some new pants. I'm about to bust out the 95 pants. And in 1995 pants, I'm gonna have to wear them a couple times while I go shopping, you know, at the changing room. Upset over there. I got upset. You say the Vikings are going to beat San Francisco. It's been 30 years since the San Francisco has won in. They're not going to win there. It's fun to spell. Spelling bad is fun. See, I can read bad, even though some people say, some people who only want to read something if it was spelled good, I'll tend to try to read everything, even if this is not spelled right. I failed English, so I tried to do my best to read any English and be like, yeah, I understand it. And too much pride as an English student to say I can't read your gibberish. I can read gibberish. I can make it out to be whatever I want it. So sometimes it's nice when I can just decipher it in my benefit. All these shoplifting and nothing but shoplifting videos on YouTube for the last week. Everything is just getting unloaded. Yeah, I know girls that died in Iraq. Yeah. Poor Puerto Rican girls who had. I just watched a young girl get arrested for shoplifting, and she was saying she's in the army. Bro, even when you're in, you still be poor as fuck, man. You know, the very first thing I did in the army, when I got out, it's still classified. There might have been one single shoplifting event when I got out of basic training. I'm Bed Michael Bildshare. Yeah. You get it? See, it is Ted. Ted Michael Bell. No, people don't know I am Michael. I get in the bed when it's bedtime. I am Michael. Other people say that they're Michael, but they don't even know what word they're saying. I am a Michael. Michael Jordan. I want to be like Mike. They never say I want to be Jordan. Who the fuck wants to be Jordan? I could never be Jordan. But I can be like Mike. If I can be like Mike, I want to be like Mike. Michael Jackson too. I do a couple. I learned his moves. You know. Michael. Everybody loves Michael. I should call myself Michael Belcher, people would love me, but I insist. No, I'm Ted. I am Ted. My name is To Papa Chop. Dude, did you know that? To Papa Chop. Okay, no spaces. TWOPOPACHOP. My name. I have other names. Many. I have many names. Call me Old Man Crack. Okay, you can call me NFL Scores. It's kind of a funny sounding name, but my name is Mr. You just call me NFL Scores. See, if you don't know my name, I'm NFL Score. Okay, if you don't know my name, just tell me the score. Okay. You can still be useful. Okay? You don't have to remember my name. Just remember, I need to know the score. Okay. They wouldn't tell Aaron Hernandez the score in prison. They say Aaron Hernandez, Patriots tight end, killed himself in prison because they wouldn't tell him the score after the Patriots lost the Super Bowl. I don't ever want to die after a football game and not know the score, bro. I'm only here to get the score. Let's look at old Afghan pictures. What do we got on top? Training in Texas, training in Texas, training in Texas, Texas training, baby, 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 ooh, baby, 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 ooh. This is my boy Watson. That picture's probably in Afghanistan. Here's somebody sleeping in a cardboard box at the post office without the flash. I forgot to use the flash on my photography. Good news, guys. Most of my pictures are missing. Got stacks of photos. Grandpa. Got Grandpa. My cousin. Casey. Casey Barras. Casey Barras. The guy don't. Oh, they just own me. Okay. Ex-wife. Whoa. Doing laundry. Doing laundry in Texas. Off post. This picture is August 2002 with Rakkasan was up. They tore down the Rakkasan and put in the 82nd Airborne sign right after I got there. But you can see Screaming Eagles at the top. Right. So I think the Screaming Eagle. Right. So I delivered their mail too, man. The motor pool. Motor pool. In the very front row, there's forklifts. You can see them straight ahead. Right there in the front. That's the forklift I was assigned. I'm a forklift driver. But I never moved. I only used the forklift like 3 or 4 times to move a gazebo. There's a gazebo out in the middle of that gazebo. Could be blown up by now. I don't know. Looking at me, looking at my old pictures. This picture's from Fort Jackson, South Carolina. This is June 2001, 23 years ago. Here's everybody in my unit. I'll figure out who I could ID everybody in a minute. Hanging out on the back of the unit. Sergeant Cowell, Allen, Ballard. Not sure who everybody is. This is the Special Forces barracks in Afghanistan. This is where all of our women would disappear at night. Because the Special Forces have what the women want to hang out with. Usually alcohol. Special Forces. Forklift driver. Yep. Redskin cheerleaders. At the mess hall. That's a good one. The babes came for morale babes. The Morale Army. I was all about it. Baby, spend some time with me. Right here. Yeah, look, I got my camera, baby. Yeah. Just going to you. And here are the crown jewels. The crown jewels. Because these pictures right here demonstrate. See, these might be better than, you can't tell what. This is only 75 pictures. This is in the barracks with my wife. Holy shit, there's a picture of my house in California on the top. That's the house in California. That's inside my brother's room. That's when I got back to Texas. And this is when I first met my woman. This is like the first night she was in my room. That's like when I first hooked up. Oh damn, good pictures. If you don't get laid, if you're letting somebody else hit it, bro, man, I'll fuck anything that walks, bro, as long as it walks, man. There's nothing more potent than a deployed soldier living at home. Ain't nothing more potent unless straight retarded. There's a lot of those. Most of the straight retarded army guys never deployed at all. Why would they? Why would they? The mental abuse we put on each other, bro, I abuse the fuck out of anybody around me. I don't give a shit. I'm not taking abuse from anybody. I dish out the abuse. Bro, the army is all about having abusive personalities with people. Okay? Who's gonna do it? I ain't doing shit. I discovered that if I do it, then nobody can say shit. So I do everything immediately. As soon as you stop doing what, then you're gonna have a problem where, I overworked myself. I never took a day off. See, sometimes I take half a day off on YouTube, and it nearly kills me. But it's like paid vacation. You better take your vacation even if it's not paid. Yeah. Not even YouTube wants to see my ass every day. You gotta take a day off. But I come back. I still come back. Get PTSD from YouTube now. Find out PTSD. I do a special on it now, but it doesn't matter. You don't get credit for saying something. I said that last year. Nobody cares. My medical file says PTSD in 2003. I thought I was gung-ho. I wanted to go back in. They didn't understand how much fun it is. And I didn't even keep my rifle ready. Really, sit around cleaning your rifle. You don't have time to do that in the post office. We actually have a real job. We do a real task, sorting and distributing mail. In the zone. The combat zone, with all the schmoozing with all the units. Nobody sent to pick up the mail has gotten shot today. We did remember one guy who had his arm in a sling and he was always picking up the mail. Everybody treated him like he was a god. Okay. This one guy who was walking around like his arm was broken, everybody thought he was like amazing. But my phone tipped. Was that 2 degrees forward? Should be snapped up there. But when I slouch, let's listen to my favorite new clip again. She's gonna put a nuke in her pussy.
Radio. We make your eardrums bleed.
I just dropped a nuke on my pussy.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
You want to know what my battery says? I'll swipe up and look. 92%. And it's plugged in. We're at the 49 minutes. 59 seconds. Vikings are going to beat the 49ers. So tired of watching people play my favorite games, of all the things to get bored of. The way people play is just a turnoff. How high heat can damage your car? These 49ers, they're the only thing that works in San Francisco. These 49ers, you might think the whole city is shut down, but you be wishing the 49ers. At this point, I'm going to have to give them my respect. They're the only thing in San Francisco that you can't shut down. And it's a big game. This Viking game, right? 49er fans don't want this, but hey, we can't be stopped. So just throw the Vikings at us. They have no chance. You have no chance. We're fully healthy. Unless we lose 3 players, and we're gonna lose one every game. There's always season it. We play so hard that we lose people. But good luck stopping my city. Your city's a joke. Okay. The 49ers are the only, you can't stop. At this point, you tried to stop them. You keep trying. It's very unlikely. I wish Memphis wasn't in the league. The only thing Memphis is good at is beating the Pittsburgh Penguins. Because, like, I saw the Predators are undefeated in Pittsburgh. That might have changed now, but they had a nice run. So, keep pissing off Pittsburgh and then thinking you did something in life. Because you just won a bunch of regular season games. The Titans, Nashville, that's a regular season city, bro. You can't even say it's a postseason city. Dude, that's a regular season city. And they're the type of people that give away free tickets in the middle of summer. They could have SummerSlam in Memphis and it's free. They're how you have your middle of summer and you don't even charge for tickets because nobody shows up anyways. They're gonna renovate Nissan, and the Titans are gonna be a different beast within a couple years. Everything I say is irrelevant. The Titans will become a different beast once they have a indoor. And it's cool you're there. Okay. I'm not sure where most of my audience is, but Tennessee, they lost to the Rams. The Rams with the USS Cincinnati was a boat. It was a ram. USS Cincinnati was like sunk in the middle of Memphis, but they raised it back up and they used it again. So the ram was still used to defeat Memphis. General Grant was deciding how to attack, and he sent the boats from Cairo. I'd rather not have the Civil War be involved, but Grant came to San Francisco after the Civil War. That's why I'm in San Francisco. Yeah, Ulysses S. Grant didn't know how to be a human being. He was kind of like how that girl in the porno stopped acting like a human. General Grant stopped acting like a human after losing his presidency. Dude was president of the Confederacy, and he came to San Francisco. That's what everybody should do. Even though the gold rush was before the Civil War. It was 10 years before the Civil War where the Amish invented the gasoline-powered tractor, which became the tank. They had mechanized, motorized tractors in 1859, and they're battling the entire Civil War with manpower, maybe a couple air balloons. Okay. You think that the history of the Air Force is kind of older than the Civil War? Yeah. The Amish didn't have the money to capitalize on their invention. They had to pretend they didn't see it, dude. The Amish found out the price tag would bankrupt their culture, and they said, nah, man, you can build it. You can build the motorized tractor. And as Serbia would turn every tractor into a tank unless if you don't look at them, you don't catch them. And remember, electric tanks have no power. We need gas tanks, gas-powered tanks. We use steel tanks. The future is titanium tanks, and they don't make titanium yet because Russia has all the titanium. We don't know what designs they're gonna be. They could be fucking electric titanium. It could be electric titanium. Bro, it could be diesel titanium. It could be, and the Ukrainians fight with the steel. Is there? Where's the titanium? Where's the armor technology? It is not there. It's such a low tech war. It's such a they're using such low tech shit. We had better shit 20 years ago, bro. Dude, I'm in a headquarters. I'm from headquarters. We had better shit 20 years ago. Starting open. Get that motherfucker. Arr! Going old. It's camouflage. You can't see my gray hairs on my white face. If I had a 4K camera, I could actually do this, but I'm looking at my 720p. Bro, 720p. Can't do it. Ghoul says hello. 60% of my audience is returning from the last year. You know, when you get your audience retention rate, yeah, I got at least one. Ghoul says hello, paperclip. That's right, because my grandparents were Notary Republic. Notary Republic. YouTube doesn't talk about the notary. Who is these notary people, bro? They get paid just to put their name on shit. My grandma would just get paid to watch other people write their name on and sit and witness. It's kind of like witness. This part's not Hitler enough, bro. I need to get this part off. That part is not Hitler. Dude, I pulled out 4 hairs, bro. All I wanted was this one, bro. Oh, well. The Hannibal orders take no prisoners. These were friendly casualties. This is a good definition of Hannibal. In order to capture the ultimate bad guy, we had to eliminate the prisoners he captured with him because he was such a valuable target. We sacrificed our own teammates to give up his location. So we lost our guys. We took out the bad guy. That's Hannibal. Notary Republic. That's when you have real cred. So my grandpa wasn't smart enough. My grandpa's not notary. Yeah. Only my grandma was smart enough to be notary. Excuse me, see? She would notarize, she could do notaries. Yeah. And here's me inside of Fuddruckers, the legendary Fuddruckers. They got the big Budweiser. You can't tell it's really a Fuddruckers. This is the day I joined the Army. This is my birthday, 2001, March 25th. This is the same day as the final Nitro. So, that's the day I joined. That's when I went to Atlanta, and I put Nitro in my veins. Now I watch Nitro every day. Yeah, the filters. They protect me. Because everybody wants a better, they have to wait for the higher resolution. You know, I look better in real life. Here's my whole family. That's my brother's ex-wife. Ewadili. This guy's name is Ewadili. He won the Nigerian lotto for a U.S. visa. How to join the Army? You sign up for the Nigerian lotto. I mean, bro, there's someone gonna take your job, bro. Bro, they want your job so bad. You can't believe you gave it away. You're a damn American citizen, and you could have joined the Army. Bro, you think I'm mentally retarded, bro. I think you're just giving it away. You're just giving it away. You could have had it. It's like a movie with no cameras. You can join. They don't care what you do. There's no camera on you. You're doing movie things. Damn, bro, you pulled out another two. Darkies, there's some darkies. Hey, let's crank up the radio. It's the Pulse nightclub. This new vape pen is hitting so good. This one, with the blue tip, you know it's new. I was hitting the white tip last night. You know this is the new tip. And this one's giving the biggest hits I ever had in my life. What? I ain't complaining. Back when I was on 9/11, I couldn't have none of this shit, bro. I couldn't have none of this shit. I could have the beer, and I could have the smokes, but I couldn't have that. Now I can. You think somebody else is supposed to have it? Is this somebody else is supposed to have the good shit? Come on. But the number one thing a drug addict tells themselves is, at least I got my shit. There's nobody more successful than a drug addict, because a drug addict gets their shit every day. If I'm not successful, I run out of shit. That's unacceptable. Nobody delivers me, man. I go pick up my shit. I pick up my shit. I'm so ghetto. Back to the radio. It's gonna get Pulse nightclub. Commercials over. Baltimore baseball standings. I like this a lot. This is the best filter. I could just do this filter. I feel like Dream. I feel like Dream. Give somebody a bad trip on acid. You can't just swap it on and off. The cookie takes too long to load. And come on, Prism, update your shit. Lol. You know who said lol? Baymax. Lol, Baymax. All the trolls in chat. I learned a couple years ago, never say lol without Baymax right after it. I want the Brewers to win the Super. Yeah, of course, because Bob Uecker, Mr. Baseball. Yeah, I'm Bob Uecker, I'm Mr. Baseball. That I want to watch him. I don't want to watch anybody else. Quit ruining baseball by eliminating the Brewers. Stop it. So, the Dodgers in Atlanta, please don't win. Please don't win. Let the Brewers win. It's good for business, we brew. Chili brouhaha. Okay? Americans ain't fighting without no tobacco, though. Well, you take my tobacco away, I ain't gonna fight. I'm about to start fighting. Now we're fighting! Give me my tobacco, bro. I have service-connected tobacco dependency. It's the sweetest. It's the sweetest diagnosis I ever saw a doctor give somebody else that doesn't officially appear on my papers. But, when you go to your doctor and you want to tell them, could you change my file? Could you update my DD-214 to include my actual times overseas? Because people think I didn't go. They think it was somebody else there. I like software. When a video game becomes a software, you're doing something with it. You're editing a map. It's like SimCity. Super Mario World is not software. You're not running complex customizations. Excitebike was a software. You could customize the map. Wrecking Crew, that's a software. Not many people played Wrecking Crew. You're getting a big bonus from wearing my shirt. No, not really. Overhead up. Well, that's right. I don't have to report for duty and inspection, bro. Send me a shirt that says Disneyland on it. That's what I need. Want to listen to Jarhead? Was Super Bowl 6 some kind of miracle? Was it technically a miracle? The Cowboys. What makes the Cowboys so damn good? Super Bowl 6. Yeah. Super Bowl 6 was so damn good. Oh, God, I'm going to cream. 1971. A year before the Dolphins went undefeated. They beat the Dolphins in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 6. Super Bowl 6. But what really makes it special, they broke a streak of AFC. The AFC would have had nine Super Bowls in a row. They broke the streak. They were the Jets won, the Chiefs won, the Colts won. But the Colts were the NFC, not the AFC. The NFC would be trashed today if it wasn't for the 2 Dallas Cowboy wins in the 70s. Because no other team in the entire 70s of the NFC could win the Super Bowl. The 82 49ers, that was after 10 years of only the Cowboys getting over the top. And the Cowboys did it twice. Super Bowl 12. That was right when I was born. See, Super Bowl 12 is 80 days before I'm born. Yeah. Later you see. Nah, it was after, like right after the Raiders won in Pasadena, the Cowboys won. That's right, there you go. In the Superdome, in the fourth Super Bowl in the Superdome, the Steelers won the third. The Cowboys won the second Superdome, so they've won twice in the Superdome. Write that down for this year. The Cowboys have 2 Super Bowls in the Superdome. Are they undefeated in the Superdome? They'd be favorites if they get there this year because the AFC has a three-year win streak. It's not really about the Chiefs winning 3 in a row. The entire AFC has won 3 in a row if the Chiefs win. The only way to prevent the 3-0 is that nobody gets it, because if the Bengals get it, then that counts as 3 in a row. The Bengals cannot receive this Super Bowl unless the NFC has won it the year before. You know, if I'm going to put the 49ers at favorites to win now, because the NFC has sent some pretty damn good teams over the last 3 years, and the AFC has taken their 3 wins, but it's very hard to have a 4-year win streak. But the last time that happened was Patriots, Pittsburgh Colts. So Peyton Manning, when Peyton Manning won his first Super Bowl, it was 4 in a row. And the year after that, the Giants beat the Patriots, who were like an average team, right? 2007 Patriots, 16. Yeah, they went. That was so long ago. I like to think about the 2000, the perfect Patriots as the later team, but it's not. Team's that. The Giants. The Giants' last Super Bowl was in 2011 over the 2011 Patriots, who were 13-3. But it feels like it was the 16-0 team that made it to. But it's not. You get your Giants and Patriots teams mixed up. I'm in. Hope I stop losing subs. Who's a radio? You want me to crank the radio back up?
Because they were too relaxed. They were too relaxed. It looked like they were getting roofies the way they played there. No gusto, nothing. No. They needed smelling salts to wake them up. So I would say the opposite is required. That the Jets need to play with more perseverance, more gumption. That's what they need to play.
I wish I knew where this girl was. This is with I think she's dead. Or she's so deep state that she changed her name. Intel. Some people went into Intel. The New Jersey people, my New Jersey friends. She's a Jersey girl. So if you look at like the characteristics of like Snooki or Jersey Shore, she was like the first Jersey girl I got that liked me. She actually liked me. But Jersey girls like everybody, so you don't. But still, I haven't seen some friends, and mostly the girl. Some of the guys have disappeared too. And I was older, like even at 25, most of the people were young in my unit, like 20, under, 20, like people fresh out of high school. That's who I went to. These people fresh out of high school, man. I was 5 years older than them, and at 25, I just wanted to, keep the morale up, and I realized everybody else exceeded me in their capabilities, and I could barely pass my physical tests. I was a fuck up in the Army. I could barely get by glazing other people. You don't have problems. My commanders said I never complained, and I did. I mean, I felt I had my complaints in the end, but this is what I hooked up. This is the packaging. The adios, motherfucker. Adios, mother. It's the Cannabis Terp vapes. That indica hybrid. This is the nice. This is what I'm hitting. Like I said, Ronaldo will not hit a mil, will not pass Mr. Beast. Ronaldo has given up and he's going back to Instagram. You will not beat Mr. Beast. He's not even close to canceled. That's just cred. I do them both at the same time. You want me to chug? Take me 2 hours to drink it. 84 minutes. I still have almost half. You want the cred filter? Which one's better? Which one's real, bro? Which one am I, bro? Long neck. Long neck. Long neck. Long neck. I took this picture today inside the elevator. You know, I had the 50% off sticker in my pocket. I put the sticker it's 50% off. But now they took it off. The people the janitor took the picture down. Now it's down. It's not. It's 100% off. I can't confirm. Off. Sold, brother. They were like, that was enough. After they saw 50% off, they were like, done. They were like, okay. Sold. Do I have any other new media I haven't shown you? Maybe I took a picture or something. I'm leaving the phone in the house. I don't take the phone when I go out. This one's still nice. The bootlicker Kyle Shanahan. The bootlicker. My AI. Don't use AI, bro. They don't. Just don't look at it. Right? Did I get a passion for the push time? I don't know. Rephrase. I've been watching a lot of that. Shout out, I've been watching Kenny Central. It's got me laying in bed looking at my phone sideways, waiting 20 minutes for my topic to generate. A 20-minute wait is not that bad for AI generated. You could have you could have it was like 56 minutes when it started at first. You watched Gabe Horn? Who is Gabe Horn? You want me to look at Gabe Horn? Oh, that's a gay porn joke. Well, my Google results have given me today's gay porn #1 videos. So now I have thumbnails. Thanks for the thumbnail bait. I just got some Gabe Horn thumbnails, bro. What am I supposed to think? Who could possibly click on all these Gabe Horns? I just see names I've never heard. Like, who are these people? Should I name drop my search results for lols? I fearlessly name drop female porn stars, right? So you made me do this. I mean, many of your favorites came to work today. You should go refresh the trans filter. That's right. There you go. I think that's what filter was automatically on. So you know when you ask me to Google some video game, that I end up Googling everything you mentioned. That's what happens, man. I thought Gabe Horn was some kind of video game, but it was a video. And I saw many of the titles. I saw many of the titles currently available. But I didn't click on them. Some seem familiar. I mean, the crossover work. What happens is what happens is a totally reputable female porn star will end up working with somebody that surprises you. You'll be like, damn, skip this episode. Who feels like some solo girl vids? Right, back to some solo girls. Buffalo versus Miami. That game is lit. That game's lit. Both teams they both played in a short week. There's no practice. As John Gruden said there's no practice in a short week. So it's all team meetings through in game. In Miami, the offensive defensive line will fail. The Buffalo defensive line will live up to its legendary. Bruce Smith is watching this one. Buffalo has won 11 of the last 12 games versus Miami. The only thing Buffalo knows how to do is beat Miami, according to John Gruden. Now, I didn't have this opinion before I watched John Gruden's film, but John Gruden, I'm clicking on his channel, waiting for his next click, bro. Hey, John Gruden, keep saying shit, okay? So, the Buffalo defensive line backups are especially geared up. There's questions on the weather affecting Dolphin defense backups. Like, there's a good picture of me of the bread. I used to play as Cornelius Bennett in Tecmo Bowl. I loved playing as the Bills. I always played as the Bills. Always played the Bills. I played a lot of Buffalo Bills on Super Nintendo. I wouldn't touch the Bills on... Cornelius Bennett was probably on the game before Super Nintendo, but I wouldn't touch that motherfucker. I'm playing Bengals, David Fulcher, and he's not a good pick overall unless you... I have to watch some more Tecmo Strategy Guide videos to learn how to play middle linebacker. Playing middle linebacker is important. You have to understand how the middle linebacker works, and the nuances of defense. Defense is hard to learn. So you have to know what the middle linebacker is doing in Tecmo Bowl. It's not about just playing the free safety. You have to manage the middle linebacker sometimes. You see, the computer controls the middle linebacker, and you have to know how to set him into different coverages. And so, and I was watching Tecmo Strategy Guides 3-4 years ago. I don't even play. I haven't played, and I don't need to. I mean, I can juke pretty fast. I play as Thurman Thomas. He doesn't lose his quickness. He can take a lot of sharp steps. Thurman Thomas is a quick stepper. Yeah. I don't want to play as, or I could play as Eric Dickerson. I could play some Colts in the original just for difficulty. I don't like the Raiders offense because it has one passing play, one Marcus Allen run, and 2 Bo Jackson runs. I mean, the original Raiders playbook, whatever, like they would. I like, take a mobile, Teddy's shirtless. Praise the sun. Buffalo! See, I have all the hair. I've never shaved my chest. Most people shave. I don't shave my chest. Hairy chest. But I always shave my belly. Most people shave their chest like it's gonna look better or something. You know, you're gonna look like a fool with no hair on your chest. Hey, Noodles, you look like a hairy I know that guy has a hairy chest. I know you have a hairy chest. Only once in the Army, I smoked weed the day before a urine test. And my sample just wasn't tested that day. Thank God. Only once. I didn't join the Army to smoke weed, so I mean, it's just bad decisions. Fort Hood, man, it's hot out there. And the distance you have to go is crazy. It's at least 10 miles to do anything. If it's lunchtime, you gotta go 10 miles to get it. But they did have some nice food. The food on Fort Hood was pretty good if you can get there on time. I fucking love getting the fucking food on time, man. My wife, she would never help me get to the food on time. When I was in the Army, my wife was in the Army. I love Army girls. Because you both get paid about the same. She's not gonna complain about how much money you make. You get paid the same. You know, where's your housing? And everything's close. I mean, this is a nice picture. This was my tent in Afghanistan. This is where we slept. This is the tent I slept in Afghanistan. And they built it the day I got there, and they wouldn't let me see it before it was built, and I had to go sit in a tent the whole time they were building it. And then they said, hey, you can see it. They didn't want to let me get the good bunk or some shit. I got the bunk right by the door. They gave me the bunk right by the door, which is the worst bunk, but we had dirt all over the floor in our barracks. And nobody swept it. Nobody would do, which is really weird because half the time there was nothing to do, so all you do is sweep the floor in your room. But we worked in the post office. Here's the day at the post office. You know, that's a 5,000 pounds of mail. 5,000 pounds per pallet. Sometimes you get 7 pallets in a day. Breaking down a pallet is a lot of work. The Marine Corps would love helping us. They could throw shit around. When the Marine Corps, if there's Marine Corps guys around, you just point at the heavy stuff, and they just want to lift it, bro. I'm all about exploiting some fucking Marines if they coming around my shit, dude. Okay? If the Marines are hanging around, I just tell them, hey man, you know, I can't lift this shit, bro. That's your mail. Your package might be in there, bro. And they want their package. Just tell them, hey man, if you find your name, I'll let you have it. I'll just watch. and because as an Army guy, you have a limited interaction with the Marines, but they gotta come to you for the mail, man. They don't have their own post office. The Marines use the Army post. They use the Navy post office. The APO. Or they don't have, the Marines don't have a post office, okay? And break the force distribution, just in case you want to join the Marine Corps as a postman. Don't think about it because they don't have it, okay? If you're the worst Marine in your unit, you can be assigned as the mail clerk. Mar- Marine Corps could order Amazon, but the Army can't. So I delivered some Amazon in Afghanistan, and I delivered for Donner, Holbrook and Lynch, DHL. You know, home of the, I did in FedEx too, and post office. I got a Joint Service Task Force credits. Enduring Freedom. Enduring Freedom was a short operation. Most people participated in Iraqi Freedom, which was a bloody and costly and horrible. I'm sorry, guys. I don't enjoy the Iraqi. I enjoy our peaceful occupation of Afghanistan. We did it better. Afghanistan, my unit, we did it better than the. It wouldn't be a fond memory. You couldn't. You know, look at what we did, not what they did, because what we did was peacefully take over a country. Tikrit, I didn't go to Tikrit. I went to K2. I went to the polluted airfield in Tajikistan. It's someplace that got nuked. It was on the way into Afghanistan. We stopped at Tajikistan. It was like special effects. There was like dirt in the air. Well, I've never seen so much dirt in the air, and it was above. It's not packed. It's this place on the corridor behind Kyrgyzstan, behind Kazakhstan, is Tajikistan. I even spent a night there, or 2 days at the French base. They had a miniature Eiffel Tower. They brought their own Eiffel Tower with them. So I saw that. I played Tekken Tag they were playing Tekken Tag. And they had and it was cool, but that was the last time I played any Namco shit for 6 months. I ended up in Afghanistan with no Namco games. And there was a game, everybody had GameCube in Afghanistan. I can't say we did. My unit, we had a GameCube. At least 18 games. A fair selection of GameCube games. So when you fan it, the GameCube was the Afghan toy. And then you go to the PlayStation 2, it really peaked on that Iraqi. I don't need a PlayStation 2 to help me feel like I'm fueling my PTSD in a good way. The French drive Renaults. 2006 Honda Accord. Man, Bear Pig is on OnlyFans. $107 to drink 25 ounces. The Germans drove Benzes. They don't care what you drive. The Serbians drive tractors to the factory and they turn them into tanks. It's all tanks, bro. Now, the Germans couldn't afford the rotating turret, so they invented the tank without a rotating turret, and it has an 88 millimeter flak cannon on it. It's called the Stug. It's one of these things, bro. That's my grandma. I wanted to fuck her. She makes my dick hard at night still. It's 2024. I think about fucking that bitch, bro. Fantasy. She's my grandma. Oh, bro, my grandma was the hottest woman in the world, bro. She was over there posing on the tanks after the war, bro. Everybody was jerking it. They thought she was the hot. She was that bitch, bro. She was the bitch, bro. Where it is? That's my grandma. She has no genitalia. She is not a man or a woman. She is post-op. She was class president of Peoria High School. She has no vagina. She has a small hole where urine comes out. She gained weight to look like a woman. She wears a fat suit. That's a fat suit. She's not fat because she was poor. She grew up with no food. Grandpa speaks perfect German. He was a double agent. That's why I work paperclips. Grandma was a real estate agent. She's Notary Republic. She sold homes in Pasadena, in La Cañada. See, La Cañada is really part of Pasadena, but it's a different part of it. It's where all the paperclip families went and lived. And she brought my mom, and she's right here. She was born in 1921, so she's 25. She's 25 in this picture. And she's trying her best. You know the coat is red? That's a red coat. So she was upset that they didn't have color. She wanted color film that day. She didn't get color film, and nobody could see her fucking red coat, okay? But if it was, bro, the world is lucky they used black and white photos on this bitch, okay? Who is a Segundo? I don't know who, let me see. Peter Zillian, will the far right take over Germany? Okay, yeah, okay, German elections are popping off. I don't know much, but I don't care. But because you're asking about something else right now. El Segundo sounds like a generic term, but YouTube says a tribe called Quest. I left my wallet in El Segundo. Okay, and as you clarify, it's a town in Los Angeles? Yeah. I'm from a town in Los Angeles. It's a big city. I mean, I got 30 million people in LA, bro. Not to ever be forgotten. With the Olympics coming back, they should give us all new furniture, just like '84. Because they got rid of all the rusted chairs that were giving kids diseases. So they got every kid got new furniture in 1984. Right now we're still on these plastic printed chairs. Yeah, okay, El Segundo is south. Okay, El Segundo is past the original LA city limits, so it was full of savages that couldn't be conquered. We had to wait them out. They had to be starved out. There's a small genocide. I would say Pasadena stole all the trees from Compton and gave nothing to them, and we just waited out the people who were south, and then LA became too big for them. And on the west side, the northwest side was much more dangerous. No, El Monte. Is Glendale next to Pasadena? Yes, Glendale is on the way to downtown LA. If you're in Pasadena and you take the freeway straight to you take the Harbor Freeway, I think it goes straight to through Glendale. Maybe I'm wrong. But either way, yeah, Glendale is across, there's a big mountain range. And I'm almost highway illiterate compared to the average person who knows every highway in LA because they drove a lot. I usually laid down in the back of the car and other people drove around. So I'm just gonna Google Harbor Freeway. Okay. Of course, my house was all the way at the top of the Harbor Freeway. This is not what I want. When you're in Eagle Rock, you have to get off, and take Eagle Rock Boulevard. The secret of Eagle Rock is, I think Eagle Rock Boulevard or historic Route 66 is where the harbor. I delivered pizzas in Eagle Rock. Glendale is where all the Armenians live. You went to both Getty museums. My grandpa likes the George S. Patton Museum. Patton was from Pasadena, and the Patton Museum is like in Palm Springs. Okay, so there's only so many. Palm Springs has nice living. I love being down in the desert golf club community. But yeah, I spent a lot of time in Palm Springs, but technically it's Indian Wells. Indian Wells is a different type of neighborhood. It's a Palm Springs vibe, but it's less, it's kind of rural. It's in the back, yeah. That's where Eisenhower had his house. So even the presidents had his compound with secret service bunkers at the Indian Wells. Yeah. Basically the Army Golf Club. Where the president played golf during the World War II, that's where we used to go. I joined the Army, and I spent the first 9 weeks with an Armenian from Glendale. He was a Laker fan. He refused to take a shower. He was so nasty that he made me look clean. And he's the number one reason we both graduated. I don't know how he did. I don't know how this Amid Atanasayan. I spelt this guy's name correctly. Amid Atanasayan. Atansayan. This guy from Glendale, we joined the Army to get We had the same hotel room. We watched the final episode of Nitro, and he was like a total full-blown wrestling fan. He was psyched up to watch Raw, and I convinced it. I had to fight. The very first day to join the Army was to fight. What are we watching, Nitro or are we watching Raw? That was on my birthday night before I took the plane to Atlanta. I was at the strip club in LA. I actually went to the strip club. Yeah. How do you write a date? 03/25/76. No, 01. See, I joined the Army on my birthday when I turned to 25. I was supposed to get out on my 29, but I couldn't get along, and they put me out early. I did. Okay. I did 9 months and 5 days. I wanted to finish my 4 years. But they kick you out. They didn't send me to Iraq. I wanted to go to Iraq. Do you think anybody else wanted to go to Iraq more than this guy? But no, they didn't send me to Iraq. They sent me back to... I got married on post. I married an Army girl. I stayed around the Army for the next 2 years. Yeah. Thank you, Rebecca. Rebecca, my daughter. She never sucked my dick once. She had my baby. How am I supposed to act? It's 2024 now. It's 2024. She still lives in Alaska with my daughter. I don't really want to talk to you. I'd rather have some family show up. Bro, it's 9/11. Nobody called me. And nobody, not even my first sergeant. Nobody I went with. Nobody called me. Okay. They didn't even have a camera when they were there. I used to send them pictures. Hey, here's some pictures of you when you were there. Now it's like they don't even know. Well, you'll be America's forgotten heroes. Like those Iraqi bitches. They stole everything. Don't go in like Iraq. It's not about Iraq. It's about Afghanistan. It's about Kosovo. And Bangladesh. And Romania. And achievements. And platinum, when you get platinum in that Binding of Isaac, I told you they would be playing Binding of Isaac by the end of the year. Because the achievements are so hard that it's not worth people. It's just playing, but it doesn't matter why they're playing it. I just knew that there would be a tremendous surge in content based around the game. I'm not surprised. Making a comeback. You want my true sub count? Let's look at my statistics for the last 2 hours. It's so rewarding coming back to work. 77. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, it's in the last 60 minutes, 17. More than nothing. I have about, the best thing is I could watch about 10 seasons of Simpsons and still have no episodes left. Yeah. It's good. I know where I'm backlogged in. If I had to come to your house for the weekend, I could bring in like maybe a Simpsons season 23 DVD. Let's take a look on eBay. See? We're gonna Google quick Simpsons DVDs. I'm on Wikipedia with a list of the Simpsons homes releases, and I'm looking for the most recent. Can't get these new seasons on DVD. See what I'm looking for. Scratch the idea. I don't care what we watch on DVD. If we hang out, we'll watch DVDs. Okay, so this is the only DVD I got. Where's your powers? I can fit in a big suitcase. You know, we could remake this with no midgets got hurt. No midgets got hurt. And all the midgets who don't want to work will have to come back to work. That's right. By making, because there's about 1 million midgets out there who went. The problem with Star Wars is there's not enough midgets. Okay. People do love that. Ted Grandma, Ted Cow. You don't know that. I had real bread today. You believe it? You want to see the wrapper from my sandwich with this outrageous $12.50 price tag on that shit? Well, I had a $12 sandwich today, bro. I didn't even pay for that shit. And then I had some other shit. I hit the jackpot when I went downstairs at the right time. Woo. That's what being old is all about. When you hit, it's all about going shopping when the desk, we had to hit the front door right when they put out the cupcakes. Yeah. I did have a no. I had a ham. This was a good ham sandwich today. A croissant, a big croissant with nothing inside, but it was a big croissant. And then I had a muffin with a hard-boiled egg inside. What do you call those? A muffin with egg inside? It kind of tastes like Bisquick. It tastes like pancake batter. It's a Rebel muffin. There's some Civil War shit where you put an egg inside a muffin when you bake it. That's what I had. But I didn't eat the egg, I ate the entire muffin. The egg just what? I get enough eggs from somewhere else. Pony! Hey, Grandpa. Grandpa, the guy. We talk about the guy, okay? Talk about Grandpa. Ernie. About Ernie. Don't watch Star Trek. This guy he said don't watch Star Trek, bro. He always had some ailment, like nobody knew what his problem was. He didn't have a problem. He was faking his alcoholism so he could listen to alcohol bitch about their problems, you know? No, that's the guy that adopted my mom. Okay, he's just the guy that adopted my mom. He's grandpa. Now my real dad, I don't have pictures. Or do I? Real dad speed run. I'm scrolling. That's a good one. I want to bring that one back up. That one's good too. You haven't seen this one. This is a vanity shot. This is 1949, the Life magazine. My grandma and grandpa posing. They're just posers. Remember, she's in red, but it doesn't look like red. It almost looks like a Jedi outfit. She could be a Jedi. Grandpa Ernie. Here, I got kicked in the head. Here's my head. It's inside my head. My broken nose, that's from the VA hospital. That's from x-rays. So after you get hit in the head, I get AB syndrome, Antonio Brown syndrome. It's like Vontaze Burfict hit me. It feels like Vontaze Burfict hit me. But now, I could be like David Lombardi, crookedest nose on YouTube. Yes, a good blow to the head, yes. I definitely had one. I might be bragging. That means I can be held to a lower standard. Yeah. But my own personal standard is still higher than this, than an imaginable lower standard. My personality was not bragging about getting kicked in the head, but now it is. I mean, yeah, sure. You could say the topic has changed. The topic, I still brag about everything. It's just changed the topic. Okay. But like I just a kick to the head. It's now, couldn't finish me off. It was kind of a sad moment. Can you imagine kicking somebody in the head and now they're like, I'm sorry for the guy, It was a black man. I'm sure my head looked so puntable. And I was wearing the same glasses. I'm just lucky. He didn't break the glasses. 9 years. I've had these same glasses since 2015. Now 2016, I went crazy. I probably dropped 30,000 in 2015. God. The only year I would want back. That's the same year I bought this iPad. So I'm still technically right in that 2016. Now, the 2016 iPad is barely compatible with working features of 2024. Now the 2020, this is my 2020 phone. My 2020 phone is on par. There's no real difference. I wouldn't prefer the phone for anything other, or the iPad. Like I do the same thing on both, right? Mostly I stream on the phone. So we'll crack open some fruit, taste it. It's red. Red stuff. Chum the water up. Can we chum the water up? She likes chum in the water. It tastes like fish babies. Yeah, I'm eat my fish babies. Oh, I do have to open that drink and drink it. I just want to watch old Nickelodeon games. Everybody thinks they're going to be the next Donkey Kong fucking superstar. I like interrupting people when they're playing games. That's what should I do right now while streaming willy-nilly, uninterrupted. Willy-nilly. I'm gonna load up this Mother 3 stream. Buy that.
マグネット
Make them say yo.
回復するか落ち着いてはいさあ今マグネットちょっともう一回マグネットするから
Everybody's playing Capcom Fighting Collection today.
サイマグネットっていう手があったのか忘れてたわサイドシールドあー来たーやめてうわ
Pinwheel? Are you talking about Nickelodeon Pinwheel? As in pinwheel spinning around. Look at the pinwheel, see what I found. Pinwheel. No, I mean, maybe Pinwheel was on before. You can't do that on television. Oh, come on, that's two different shows. That's like the 1982 Nickelodeon lineup. It's like an 83, 80, 81, 1981 show. I used to watch Nickelodeon in the second and third grade. Maybe the fourth grade, like 1984. Yeah. Yeah, Pinwheel. Barf the Cook is a great guy. He, Barf Burgers. It's the name of the restaurant. Yeah. You get arcade. You can barf and play video games at the same time. Get sick. Make the arcades are sick. Your barf was good. He was better than Bret Hart. He was the most over Canadian at the time. He'd ask Bret Hart about barf. I guess he would put a cigarette in your burger if you're lucky, right? That's like some Rick and Morty levels. Writing. Should Ishel Speed be running around today? Did he hit 40 million? He's still at 29.3 million. He goes live in 30 minutes in the Philippines, featuring Manny Pacquiao. Let's be informed. Let's know what's going on today. It's 3 a.m. today, but in the Philippines, it's still sunset. But it's tomorrow. So it's a Thursday. Yeah, Miami, Buffalo. Expectations on Buffalo's defensive line to not gas out in the bad weather. They're supposed to be in really good shape. They're in peak shape. Apparently everybody's played. The Buffalo backups are just one of the hottest squads to watch. Like the Miami backup defensive lines is like rookies that suck. That's what Gruden said. John Gruden is gonna be the fastest growing YouTube channel this week. I'm hanging on the next John Gruden video. Is he will give pre-game analysis for maybe one game. I doubt he can cover cover every game. He's only covered one game so far, going over the Miami defense weaknesses. Wait for more. Here's my pack. Looking at my pack of cigarettes. 318. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 in the pack. It's okay. That's okay. I'm past my hour. I went my whole almost 2.5. I got back on topic. One football game today. I show speed in Thailand. Anything else? I like Gruden as long as he's not on the Raiders. Okay? Like, I mean, I feel like a big Gruden fan now. And he had his interview with Derek Carr this week. And the Saints are legit. Don't sleep on the Saints. Baker Mayfield is the hottest quarterback. The South has to be thinking they're going to the Superdome. And I don't think the 49ers are going to make it, but I think I'm calling the upset Vikings. I'm calling upset Vikings now. Other games this week. Bengals at Chiefs. Yeah, the Chiefs are gonna roll with Bengals. Okay. Is it Cowboys and Saints this week? NFL schedule.
Here's what's coming up in the NFL for week 2.
Okay, the Saints on the road the Saints that could be a 8 touchdown game. There should be at least 8 touchdowns in that game. So. Raiders are the worst team in football. They make Baltimore Ravens look good in Baltimore this week. Easy win. That's it. At 10 a.m. The 10 a.m. games, 49ers at 10 a.m. in Minnesota. Shit, they don't. I like 10 a.m. games. But that's a 10 a.m. game with the Cowboys and Saints. To beat the Saints at home early in the morning is even harder. I'd give the advantage to the Saints because it's early in the morning. Nobody really watching. Saints can do some shit that give me upset alert. That's a big upset alert. We're lucky to tie sometimes. The 49ers have 11.5 or 12.5 win. Ties half win. Let me get back to that in a different time. Do you think the Giants are the worst in the NFL? Nobody wants to play in New York, though. So even though you might think they're shit, you don't want to go there and actually play. It's a hard team to beat. Nobody's gonna. Wow, you beat the Giants. It's still a working man's win. Giants. Every Giant game is a giant game. the AFC will struggle to hit 500. Most teams in the NFC are going to be over 500. The Rams, the Rams could tap out, and because they could be let the Cardinals chase the 49ers. I'll take the Jags at home over the Browns. Thursday night is the best game of the week. Well, the Sunday games are pretty trash. Monday night, Falcons and Eagles. I'm going to take Falcons to upset the Eagles. I think the game of the week is a feeling that every team at any city can get. The biggest game of the year. If the Falcons can't beat the Eagles, their season's over. None of these other games are as big as that. The Falcons can go down 0-2. The Falcons can catch the Eagles. So, well, the Eagles had a long week. I got the Broncos over the Steelers. The Steelers don't like traveling to Denver. There shouldn't be many Steelers tailgaters. The long history of Pittsburgh and Denver. I got Denver this week. Sometimes that's where Pittsburgh will do anything to avoid playing in Denver, including schedule manipulation. Hence, that's why the Steelers have played this series. Most of the games are in Pittsburgh. The Steelers have been playing the AFC at home a lot, so the Steelers are due for a road streak versus everybody because they keep opting to play at home. Will the Patriots win 2 in a row? Patriots schedule?
Here's the upcoming schedule for the Patriots between
Seahawks,
Sunday and January 5th.
That's a Super Bowl rematch. This Patriots-Seahawks, that's a Super Bowl rematch, right? So, I got the Seahawks. So, no, I don't think the Patriots are going to win. I had already thought about that before we asked. Otherwise, the Seahawks are currently undefeated, and currently in a playoff era. That playoff window, is going to close if they don't beat the supposedly Patriots who are not in the window, and it's in Seattle. And because usually in a playoff situation, Patriots would have a better record and have the home games. So it's a trap game for the Patriots, who might look really good this year. But these Seahawks are really probably circled the game as the most important game of the year because they've come up big against every other team, and they can beat the Patriots. I expect them to beat the Patriots. It's at home to see. Yeah. But remember, the San Francisco game was blacked out on television in San Francisco, and a lot of people didn't notice it, and not even I did. Okay. So nobody's gonna tell you that people in San Francisco couldn't watch the Jet game. That's what happened. So at least I'll be able to watch the Viking game. And at that point, the 49ers are ripe to lose it, just like last year. And then, you know, let's see, the 49ers just haven't won in Minnesota since '92, they say. So why would they win this? I'm listening to, who said that? Minnesota hasn't lost at home to the 49ers in 30 years, guys. Come on. So, now we CMC playing. Who's playing? You're gonna send in the backups. Sending in the backups to Minnesota. Smart. Are they undefeated? They don't want to lose. Tyler. The Vikings are low-key 49ers favorites, like, because Francis is like some cult. They're like this Francis Tarkenton cult. You don't want to offend the Viking gods. So even the Titans beat the 49ers. So I got the Titans over the Jets this week. And I've seen a lot of Titan hype video this week, like the networks are switching to them early already. It's already about to be the Jets. The Jets are done. Okay. Joe Mixon, AFC Player of the Week. Got snubbed. Joe Mixon, 170 yards plus. Nobody else has that. And Peyton Manning Tom Brady snubbed Joe Mixon and gave it to Jordan Mason. Yeah. I only seen a minuscule footage of Tom Brady grading this week's top 3 players. Brady snubs Joe Mixon for Jordan Mason, who had less yards. And now they're calling bust on the Texans. Everybody's thinking that the Texans aren't going to be able to keep it up. And Joe Mixon thanks to the offensive line. Yeah. He looks fast. I mean, I've seen Joe run before. Joe looking fast in 2024. I didn't see every snap. Damn, Joe's hitting the hole, bro. Joe Bust. I call him Joe Bust. He's gonna bust. That's right. That's why my channel called I'm About to Bust, right? Joe Bust and throw Burrow. See, now the Bengals really just didn't have a running game, so it's like when Rex Burkhead left. Now we need a new fullback too. I wouldn't mind if the Bengals get the number 1 draft pick and put it in on a running back. I called Joe Burrow, throw Burrow. I called Joe Bust, that's Joe Mixon. You can get them confused if I comment on a Bengals video when it says Joe Bust. They might think I'm making fun of Joe Burrow. But now I'm glad that Joe Bust is playing for the Texans. And if I comment on a Texan video, I say Joe Bust, yada yada, yada yada, Joe Bust, yada yada yada. People aren't gonna complain, you can be confused. Too many Joes on the Bengals. Plus Joe's the Marvin Lewis. And if you can see Derek Carr doing a Skype interview with John Gruden on YouTube, I know Joe Mixon is calling Marvin Lewis my coach. Because you can fire that Zach Taylor. I ain't playing for no Zach Taylor. I want to line up for Marvin Lewis when I'm in hell. That's right. I'm going to be mixing my school coaching. Like these new Bengals, they ain't nothing like Marvin Lewis Bengals. We can't even beat Cleveland, let alone we just want to win the 10 other games. We can lose 6 to... Here's the plan. Drop 2 to Cleveland, drop 2 to Pittsburgh, drop 2 to the Browns and the Ravens, lose 6 games and just beat the other 10. We'll be 10-6. That's the Bengals' philosophy. Okay? They don't have a Myles Garrett, that Myles Garrett, bro. Myles fucked everything, dude. Rent free in my head. In Pittsburgh too. Even the Steelers are fucking afraid of Myles Garrett. Okay. You know he's in my head. If he's in the Steelers' head. Now the Steelers are the Browns falling apart, dog. They beat the Steelers. They beat Ben Roethlisberger. They did beat the 15-win Steelers. Sometimes that's all your minimum contribution to society. You defeated the forces of evil on the road in Pittsburgh in the playoffs. The Browns haven't had home field or a AFC North championship in 20 years. In the last 20 years, the Bengals have like 3 AFC North. Way more than the Browns. And Myles Garrett living rent-free in my head. Trade his ass mid-season. He's going to... Wait for the crazy trades. Crazy trade season. Deshaun Watson, what's up? I didn't listen to it all today. Shannon Sharp having sex on Instagram. I saw what looked like a tatted out humanoid. It looked like a Mass Effect. I was like, damn, Shannon Sharp likes them Mass Effect women. Don't phase Dex. Didn't phase Dex. I mean, did I call the Cowboys win next week at home? On the road early. What time of the day is it? Wait, the Saints in the Superdome. 10 a, 10 a.m. games. That's a home team favorite, man. It's just hard to. They might put Dax on Tyler. A tie is going to be a lot better than what the Giants and Washington come home with. But Derek Carr said it's all scripted. You're up against Derek Carr. Derek Carr that said it's all scripted. You know what the script writers want. Jake the asshole, clickbait. Dax on his 9th year. He's got to play 10. Nike just makes more money than Levi's doesn't sell for the profit margin on denim isn't as good as spandex. Ever since the bicycle shorts, like from the pump up the jam, pump up the jam, pump it up, pump up the jam. Okay, jock jams. Okay, bicycle shorts. That's not Levi's. That's like Nike. My mom never transitioned to bicycle shorts. She should have. She was too cheap to buy her own pair to try on. And she, once you put them on, I've never seen another woman put on some bicycle shorts and then take them off. My mom had money for all that shit, but she couldn't buy some damn bicycle shorts. And you're gonna hit 3 hours. I'm gonna hit 3 hours tonight. How many cigarettes in the pack? 5. Me, I only got the MC Hammer pants. I didn't get spandex. I thought it was really weird to be a kid in spandex in the 90s. I was like, no, I'm not. And I never was. I never have spandex. So what we wear is Miller's Outpost, but not Levi. Not Levi. You get denim. Oh, denim. I always liked short shirts though. Let my belly hang out. Plaid was good. It's hard. I don't see plaid no more, man. I don't see plaid no more. Now Americans have nothing. You gotta shop that. But Old Navy. Everybody loves Ross. It's like a cult of people that shop at Ross all the time. Those Ross customers, they got like the Sam's Club or some shit. This one hits really hard. Last radio check is 3:41 in the morning. Do I have the Patriots winning? Patriots schedule.
Here's the upcoming schedule for the Patriots between Sunday
No, I got
and
Patriots
January
losing.
5th, 2000.
Patriots lose. NFL schedule.
Here's what's coming up in the NFL for week 2.
Yeah, I got Bills. This Washington Giants game. Flip-flop on that. Go with the winner after the result, Jags at home should win. The Chargers have don't play in Carolina very much. This is a rare game. I'd like to watch the Chargers and Panthers. It should be a blowout. You can't realistically take the Panthers over Jim Harbaugh. The Chargers are undefeated, so the Chargers will be 2-0. So what's up with the Chiefs? The Chiefs Bengals. I think the Chiefs will stomp the Bengals, unless they want to let the money gets too good. Maybe the Chiefs drop it. But I think Patrick is at roughly 80% win rate. He needs to get to be above 80%. He has to win this next game. He has 22 losses and 71 wins. He has to play less than 10 games to hit 100 in his career. So when he hits 100, he should be over 80%. Bill Walsh always said 70%. And we're working, this is the 80 percentile league where even Lamar Jackson had an 80% win rate, but he's been tanking. So I'm taking Patrick to stay above 80%. Oh yeah, Texans and Bears. Mixon is a sweetness now, man. Like, I have so much trust in Mixon that's the only thing that, and everybody else has seen this. They know it's coming. You know you can't stop the Mixon. There's nobody else even playing. Dude, this is maybe the last time Joe plays in Chicago. Okay. Joe's gonna be sweetness. He's the leading rusher in the NFL, bro. This is like career defining game for. If Joe 200 yards. Joe could hit 300. We could see a new single record this week. It could be a total blowout. We're talking Texans running for an hour. Okay. I wouldn't expect anything else out of Joe Mixon at this stage in his career. And they can lean on other players if he doesn't get the lofty numbers, but and Joe's been on the Bengals, and Joe has lost many times in Chicago. I've seen it. I've seen Joe lose to the Bears. So that ain't happened again. Joe's the only one he's been in the league a long ass time. See, he's coming up on 6 years, which is a long time. And he might get NFL MVP of the month at this rate. He took offensive player of the. Nobody else is as threatening. He looked as healthy as Joe looked. Shit, bro. Have you ever seen this guy? You watching the same thing I'm watching? Joe's playing. He's gonna go. Joe's going to miss this week. Man, McCaffrey can come out. Who cares? He's gonna need 350 yards to catch Joe now. McCaffrey's scared. McCaffrey, he's coming back a little early, if you ask me. They say the turf, McCaffrey can't play on Minnesota turf, guys. That's the Achilles. The Achilles is that the doctor cannot clear him for the turf. Poor guy. So now you know that McCaffrey is not playing because the fans demand that Minnesota puts in real grass. And you can only expect McCaffrey to see limited play. And now it's going to be, can Jordan Mason even survive this dangerous fake grass? So, and his indoor 10 a.m. in the morning on fake grass. The Vikings are going nuts. I got Vikings. Okay. The smart money doesn't wait for the fake injury report. We know what the report will be because okay, I'm gonna crash out. We didn't hit 3 hours. That's too bad. See you tomorrow, guys. Or I won't. Was it coming back? Is Actual Speed live now? You should be. Let's take a look. He is live. I get a YouTube survey. Which of these home appliances brands would you consider buying? KitchenAid, Bosch, Samsung, or Life's Good? I take the LG product, please submit my survey. I see Actual Speed is in the back of the car drinking from a bottle of water. Now he's climbing into the front seat, and he's out. It's dark. Okay, that's my final predictions, unless I missed anything. NFL schedule.
Here's what's coming up in the NFL for week 2.
Baker Mayfield versus Jared Goff. Buccaneers and Lions is a close game. It's a big game. There's more. I think you obviously have to take the Lions at home. That's right. I'll take the Lions. The Baker Mayfield is a hot ticket. They've seen quarterbacks who can throw it before, that they're not afraid of that. You can't hit. I mean, Derek Carr is hitting the same guy every week. Right? No, Vince Evans. Yeah, Detroit's gonna stomp the Buccaneers. Rams Cardinals. Rams probably don't need to win it. The Cardinals are really chasing. They have, as long as the Chargers are undefeated, the Rams don't need to win. Okay. The Charger game is it in first. The Charger game is over before the Rams game. I'll take Chargers over Panthers, and then Cardinals over Rams. They might have the fastest players in the league. I'm taking Falcons over Eagles on Monday Night Football. That's the final game. The Falcons have their back against the wall. They can't afford. I mean, this will be one of the most nastiest Falcon games you've ever seen in my life. They're fighting for their franchise future. I mean, Eagles can survive a loss, but these Falcons can't go 0-2. He seems a bad Falcon. I want to watch that Falcon game. I'm gonna take the Falcons. And I take the Raiders to lose in Baltimore. Seahawks to beat the Patriots. Yada yada yada. Colts and Packers. This is a strange game. In Lem, up in the Green Bay this week. They just have the Colts coming. Low key, two of the biggest mafias out there having a playing with winless 0-1 records. Is this like a preseason game? Who are they gonna impress? The Packers are supposed to be bad. Is Joe Flacco gonna play? Who's Packers QB? Matt LaFleur. Malik Willis will start as QB if Jordan Love can't play. So the Packer injury update. He's a potential for a worthless game versus the Colts. He ain't playing, man. Cool. Great timing, Jordan Love. Packers suck. I like to see their shit fuck up. Packers suck. I went over 3 hours. Good job, guys. That backup is at practice. Jordan Love's not at practice or anything at course. I'll take the backup to win. Packers have had good backup quarterbacks. It's not like the craziest idea. It'll probably fall apart when Love comes back or some shit. I don't think Love has a high ceiling. Is that my final thought after 3 hours? Yeah. Battery check, swiping up. See you next time, guys.